everyone should read this book because it's a fascinating story of how you went through a public school but were a slightly naughty boy.
I was expelled from a number of schools,
Yeah.
I ended up in prison, in fact, when I was 17, and that
in
was...
Pucklechurch.
Pucklechurch
Which
Remand.
sounds like it's been made specially for you. Where shall we say? That doesn't exist.
We didn't call them prison officers or screws, we called them stewards. The head prison staff was the butler. No, it may sound as if it had little roses around the door, Pucklechurch, but it was actually a pretty vicious place. And I fitted right in. I'd been to boarding school since I was 7. This was nothing. It was absolutely nothing. And there was a lot of violence. There were a lot of illiterate children, basically. I mean, people aged between 17 and 21 from the Welsh and far western reaches of Cornwall was its catchment area. And I remember teaching this Welsh boy to read. It was shed a cell. So I can't make words out or nothing. And so I slowly started to teach him to read. And I got a job painting little soldiers, little enamel soldiers. I'd just do the white crosses on their backs. They were red coats, as in the American war, and someone else would have done the red, and I did the white crosses. And then on Sundays, I got the job of playing the piano for the hymns. I'm not a very good pianist, but I can just about manage it, and that was thrilling. And the Bishop of Bath and Wells came to visit us. And I used to... I know it sounds insane. And I used...
To visit, he wasn't being...
No.
Or just there were quite a lot of young lads around.
It was a sweet shop for him. No, he came, bless his socks, and I used to go rather crazy on an end of the hymns. I used to do these sort of classical music arpeggios at the end of it, dum 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 da 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 da. Dum. And at the end, the Bishop of Bath and Wells had us all in a circle with the prison officers behind, looking very stern. And he was talking about how Jesus had forgiven us all and everything, and that our lives were certain to be turned round and all this kind of stuff. And everyone was going, yeah. He said, "Now, does any of you have a question for me? Any question you like, really?" And you could see the prison officers going, "Fucking." I said, "Well, my Lord Bishop, there is one thing." And he looked rather startled and said, "Yes." I said, "It's Her Majesty's prison issues soap." He said, "Yes." I said, it doesn't lather, it doesn't float, it isn't perfumed. All it can really be said to do is keep you company in the bath. I wonder if you might be able to do something about it." He said, "Well, I'll pass the word on." And then everybody drifted away, and the prison officer grabbed me by the shoulder. I thought, I'm in real trouble. He said, "Bishop wants to speak to you." So I was kept back. And he said, I know I should never ask this question. Those of us who visit prisons never do. But why on God's green earth are you here?